Hey y'all, I am back, and today is going to be a very ambitious day. But this is my review for Basketball Wives, Season 12, Episode 6. Now, this is one of three videos that y'all are going to get back to back. First up, Basketball Wives, of course. Then I'm going to do The Real Housewives of Miami. The premiere from last week. I figure I do this review, that review before episode 2 comes out. So that's going to come at 7 p.m. And then at 9 o'clock tonight, me and Jared will be going live for another Poly Side Eye. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. If you want to know the title of it right now, just go to my YouTube profile and make sure y'all click the live section too, because someone said, Chris, I can't find your videos. Maybe other people can't find your videos because I don't debut them anymore. I just do them live. I didn't know people aren't clicking the live because once you go on my YouTube, it doesn't show my newest video. You have to go to my newest video by clicking the live. So yeah, that's how you look at my latest videos, because I don't do any pre-recorded videos. Well, I won't say never, but most of them are going to be live going forward. But yes, Basketball Wives. Now, see, I tried to get this out yesterday, but look, tumultuous, having a day job, it's whatever. But yeah, a lot of social media thoughts on this episode where Chantel and her mother, Jackie Christie, you can definitely see where the trauma is and where it is unresolved. Also helps if you turn on the notifications. Exactly. Hit that notification button. And also, if you follow me on social media, I'll be posting it everywhere. And also in my community on YouTube, I repost the videos there as well. So if you can't find my videos, you must be trying not to find them. So I think 20 people are in the room right now. I can start. Let's get into this episode. So we are back after a 1-week hiatus, because of the BET Awards. Now, we left off on Evelyn's birthday dinner where Chantel and Brandy were getting into it after Brandy told her to stay in a child's place. Look, I laughed. Now, y'all, I know Brandy's in the wrong, for playing both sides of the fence, but in my humble opinion, in the grand scheme of things, it had nothing to do with Chantel. And I'm tired of her thinking that she's above it all. Now, excuse me. Now, if y'all are just tuning into Basketball Wives, I need y'all to watch the 5 previous episodes because Chantel has been a bore and just an annoyance because she always like, well, why you have to be so messy? I'm like, does she realize what show is she on? For real. Let's even cut out her whole beef with her mom, Jackie, right now. I'm talking about her as a cast member. She's just not fun to watch. She's not. But we will continue because, my point will be more clear as this review progresses. So, Brandy is continuing to get her digs and saying, I'm not your mom. This is how you talk to your mom. Woo! It is very uncomfortable at the table. Jackie steps in and respectfully tells Brandy she needs to stop with the child remarks and just address her. Her name is Chantel. And I thought, look, this is Jackie trying to step in while still being, aligned with her daughter, as well as, not being too disrespectful to Brandy. Because, Wacky Jackie, I know her and Brandy have gone through their things, but why does Chantel want her mom to fight her battles? Didn't she tell her this, I got this? And your mom, Jackie, is letting you get this. So why are you mad at her? We'll get to that. But yeah, so Brandy tells Jackie that, well, Chantel needs to be respectful too. Now, a lot of ladies, including Shawnee, are saying that Brandy's attitude has been stank. And then even Evelyn co-signs this uh, based on her interaction with Shawnee in the last episode when Shawnee was joking with her, saying, oh, well, you ain't gonna be dressed at my wedding like that. Like, you don't think? And I guess they showed Brandy doing this in Shawnee's face. I thought she was kidding. I thought they were both kidding. I didn't think Brandy was dead ass like, bitch, who you talking to? You know, like if y'all go back to that scene, I was laughing. I thought they were just joking. But do y'all agree? Do y'all agree with Evelyn? Like Brandy had an attitude with Shawnee? I didn't get that. So yeah, Shawnee says that she doesn't like the drama. And I thought that was rich. And are we going to talk about Shawnee's continuous favoritism with Evelyn? Like, Evelyn is the drama most of the time, but she don't like drama. Okay. Shawnee just be so full of shit sometimes. I be trying to like her. The ladies didn't agree to put a pin in it for now, just for Evelyn's birthday. We see Brandy apologizing to Jackie, not Chantel. And this pisses Chantel off, so she's like, I'm going to call it a night. And Jackie tries to leave with her, but Chantel says she doesn't have to. This is your mom trying to leave in solidarity with you. So I'm just keeping score before we get to the end of the episode. Like, Jackie was trying to align with her daughter. Her daughter was like, no, go back inside. But yeah, good riddance, Chantel. Like, go home to your kids, please. That's the end of the scene, and it's the following morning. It looks like the ladies will be divided into doing different daily activities. Jackie invites Jennifer, and it's them two plus Brandy, Ming, and Denise. Meanwhile, you have Evelyn, Chantel, Brittany, and Ty. They're going to Fremont Street. And y'all know I'm very familiar with Vegas, and I love Fremont Street Experience. I think it's fun. It's very touristy, but I go for the casinos. If you've never been to Vegas, you got to go to Fremont Street. It's a fun time. It's like walking the French Quarter, and it's easier to navigate than the actual Vegas Strip. But I would not do that zip line though. You can't pay me to do that. So we're back with the other group having lunch. And of course, Jackie lets Jennifer know that Evelyn told everybody that she had a yeast infection. Y'all notice that Jackie is the one carrying the bone back and forth, making the situation worse. Like, Jennifer says she has no thoughts. All she says is who's married and who's not. I thought that was a weak read because, girl, you're married to a scammer. And I give y'all relationship maybe 2 years tops. I'm being generous. Lord. And meanwhile, the other group, Brittany brings up Evelyn's accusation, of Jen having a yeast infection. But Brittany, I thought you and Chantel, your homegirl, were above the mess. And then Evelyn starts to give graphic details about Jennifer's vagina looking like a blowfish, and they're all laughing. But yeah, let it be something else. Like, I don't know. Like, what is the threshold of messiness for Chantel and Brittany? Because y'all not above talking about this, about Jennifer. So then they get to the topic of Brandy versus Chantel, and they're surprised that Jackie did not go berserk on Brandy, because you have like the mothers like Shawnee and Evelyn saying, oh, well, if that was me, I would have flipped the table. You ain't talking to my child like that. Well, first of all, your child isn't a cast member on the show. And I'm sure if you want them to have their own relationships with the ladies in a group like this, you're not going to want to treat them like a child. You want them to fight their own battles. Is that reasonable, y'all? Please let me know in the comments. Y'all quiet today. And it's fine because I can get through this faster. But I'm thinking, in the grand scheme of things, can somebody tell me what did Brandy do to Chantel? What did she do specifically to Chantel? Because Chantel's stink attitude to Brandy was because she didn't like that she was being messy. Like, your own mom is messy, messier. Like, you're on a messy ass show. Get over it. I personally wasn't surprised that Jackie didn't flip out on Brandy. And it looks like neither was Chantel, but we do get foreshadowing about their relationship, and that it's very complicated. So now we're with Jackie's group and they're discussing the same issue. Brandy says she's been taking shit from both sides. And I'm like, girl, you're the one that decided to play both sides of the fence. So your ass deserves to take shit from both sides. Like, that's what happens. So Brandy's now on the topic of Shawnee, and surprisingly, we hear Denise, the mouse, finally speak up. And she has a point. She says, basically, it was Shawnee that talked about your stank attitude, yet you gave all the heat to Chantel. And Brandy says it's because Chantel was indirectly coming at her from the side. And she does admit that she was wrong for the child comment. And Jackie chimes in that, well, it's between them because her daughter is grown. She felt like she didn't need to step in. But however, it needs to be respectful for them two to hash it out. We cut to Brandy's confessional, and she actually says that she is opening to having a one-on-one with Chantel and apologizing. So this is the part where the record scratched for me. I was like, now wait a minute. So the ladies are all planning to go out, for the last evening, and Jackie invites Jennifer. Even though Evelyn made it clear in the beginning, a few episodes ago, that she didn't want to be in her space. Then we see Denise, is that her name? Yeah, Denise is now encouraging Jennifer to go as well. Oh, well, the newbies to the group, they want to get to know you. But wait a minute, isn't this messy? Wasn't this what Brandy was doing? But when they got to Vegas? So what's the difference? I'm pointing out the inconsistencies right now. Because if we all gonna jump on Brandy, y'all can't be doing the same thing. I chime in more if I still watch the show. Your recaps just tell me it's the same BS. Well, I appreciate y'all watching me. But I will say, one of my tweets went viral. It has almost 100,000 views on me saying that Chantel was a mistake on casting. Anywho, so we fast forward to later in the evening. The ladies arrive to the club. Already, Jackie's daughter is crunchy because her mom said that she took the stress off Brandy to decide on the place. So already, Chantel has that boot in her mouth, a trout mouth, just looking like that the entire time. So everyone is there, including Shawnee, and it looks like Evelyn does not know that Jennifer is coming. Yet nobody in Jackie's group that was there mentioned it. Now, I'll give Brandy the benefit of the doubt. How come Jackie didn't mention it? Ming was there. Denise was there. Neither of them told Evelyn, well, just letting you know, Jennifer is on her way. So why is Brandy taking the brunt of it? So yeah, anywho, Brandy and Chantel's beef is brought up. And Brandy says that, I would like to have a private conversation. And then Chantel says, well, no, we can talk now because you came at me in front of the group. So you can apologize in front of the group. And now here goes the disconnect because, I feel like Chantel does have a point. She has a leg to stand on. If you're going to try to come at me in front of the group, you got to apologize. Now, I agree with Ty. She said, Brandy could just make a quick apology, then have the private conversation. Girl, it wasn't right for me to call you a child. I apologize, and I would love to like talk about this further between me and you, away from the other ladies. That's all Brandy had to say, but Brandy's pride gets in the way. She is unwilling to do that and still maintains she prefers a private conversation. She's being stingy right now. And I must say, I'm still unbiased, even though I don't care for Chantel. She was reading Brandy right after that, like her Miranda rights. And Brandy had nothing to say. She was just like, okay, we good. Like she was letting Brandy know what time it was. Like, this is what you doing that makes you like a child. You basically didn't have this energy for Shawnee. You had this energy for me, as well as you didn't go off on me and you went off on me. She was making a lot of good points. I'll give that to her. But, yeah. So now Jackie is being dragged into this conversation, and I kind of get where Jackie is coming from. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, I can't fight your battles, but I also will get involved when I feel I need to. Like if we just look at Brandy versus Chantel so far up to this point, it has not gotten to like a disrespectful point. Like it's been little reads and like childish jabs, but we're going to compare it later to Jackie versus Brittany. And I'm just like, well, how can you expect your mom to jump in for you when you won't even jump in for your mom, when your good homegirl just called your mom a bitch and ready to fight her? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just going to use my mom as an example right now. She gets on my fucking nerves maybe 50% of the time. But what I have between my mom, no, you're not. You're not going to disrespect my mom, especially in front of me. So that's not going to happen right now. It's not. What we got, yeah, that's none of your business. That goes much deeper, like whatever. So yeah, I can kind of see like Jackie's perspective. Now, if y'all disagree with me, that is totally fine. Let me know in the chat. Even though I think some of you just watching just because y'all like me and y'all haven't seen the episode. Please watch the episode, please. Anywho, so now, where was I? Yeah, so you can clearly see that Chantel feels a way about the situation. So Ty brings it to Jackie's attention, and now it looks like Jackie is pissed off. And then she asked Chantel, well, is this how you feel? If y'all look in that moment, Chantel starts to retreat. Like she don't even want to go there with her mom. But here's the thing. I think Jackie is getting super upset because she didn't know that her own daughter was venting about her to the other ladies. And that's what set her off. Not me clocking everybody. I didn't watch, but I like your reviews. I'm getting ready to go out while watching you. I haven't watched. They got 75 people in the room. You know what? Just like the video. And, if I gave you a laugh, there's my Cash App, $CDiggy1. If you don't want to go to the Cash App, you can also donate to the GoFundMe too. How about that? When Jackie tried to get involved in the fight on day one of the trip, Chantel told Jackie not to do it. Thank you. Thank you. Someone did their homework today. Now, I'm coming back from Miami. Y'all got some time to look at the first episode of Miami, just in time for episode 2 tonight. I want people to do their homework and participate in the live. So thank you, BK's Empress. Thank you for bringing this up. Like, which is it? Which is it, Chantel? What do you want? Do you want your mom to give you your space, let you be on your own? Because I can't see you want to be treated like a child, but you threatening to call your daddy. We haven't gotten there yet, but look. That's right. Hit the like button. In that situation, in public, she should have had her mom's back. If she felt a way, do it behind closed doors. She knows those women don't like her mom. Exactly. A friend disrespecting your mom is disrespect to you also. Exactly. It don't matter if I'm beefing with my mom right now. It's between me and my mom. You don't get to disrespect my mom. You don't. So I really think Brittany was overstepping her boundaries, which we haven't gotten to that, but we about to. Speaking of which, Brittany interjects, telling Jackie her opinion on the situation. Already you can see Jackie's boiling point. And she's right here right now. We haven't gotten right here yet. She hasn't up to here, but you can see wrong road, wrong road. It look, this scene was so tense. So Wacky Jackie is about to emerge, and look, if they don't move on, it's gonna happen. So now there's a small back and forth between Jackie and Brittany. And Jackie's getting a little slick at the mouth now. Just like, I like you, Brittany. I like you. But yes, this is my child, my daughter. Like, it's almost like, with Beverly Hills and Garcelle trying to let Sutton's mom know how Sutton feels. Like, no, like, that's not your place. That's not your place. You don't know the dynamic that they have. You don't know how she was raised or what went on behind closed doors. You don't know what her mom been through. You don't know what Sutton may have not told you the whole story. You don't intervene like that. So I hate that I have Jackie's back. Y'all know my foot usually be on Jackie's neck, but I'm giving some grace. And I hope y'all see that I've been giving everybody an unbiased reaction. So, let me see. So Jackie is reaching closer and closer to her boiling point. At this point, Brittany and Chantel, they both excuse themselves to the bar because it is super uncomfortable and awkward right now. Excuse me, Brittany is now looking at Jackie differently and even compares her to her own mom. Whew, and now it looks like a new beef has officially started. Now, Brittany says she doesn't like how Jackie treats Chantel. I think she told Chantel this at the bar. And Brittany says, I know it's your mom, but I won't be disrespected. Like Chantel, it was crickets from her. What does Shiny O'Neal come back on? Why does, now see, y'all gonna give me a stroke. Y'all gotta type slower. Her hub is stealing money from the church, begging old women. I see you just turned this review on. Chantel, the shoes that girl, you know what, April? I'm not gonna read your comments until you type slower, a slower thought. I appreciate you though. Thank you for watching. Saying you're going to call your dad is very childlike. Exactly. Like, girl, you are 31 years old. Your mom is 60 something. Why are you bringing your dad in this situation? Why? They spent the entire episode pushing Jackie's button only to get mad when she pushes back. So yeah, meanwhile, like, look, all this drama happened and Jennifer didn't even get there yet. So now Jennifer arrives when the mood is just off as hell. Evelyn thinks that it was Brandy that invited her when actually Jackie, Ming, and Denise all knew that she was coming. Jackie is sitting there like a ticking time bomb ready to go off. Now, we take a pause from this, and it's so crazy that even though when Jackie is almost at her boiling point, she continues to stir the pot by asking Jennifer to address the threats from Christian's aunt. Like, Jackie is sitting there like shaking and angry, but she still managed to stir that pot between Evelyn and Jennifer. Did y'all notice that? Oh, Jackie is a vet. I might have to turn on House of Villains just to watch her work. So then Jen says that she has nothing to do with that. She doesn't speak for grown people. Evelyn says it does and tells her that you act as if I'm scared of the fake auntie. And then Jennifer pulls out her phone and says, I can tell her to come by. Evelyn is like, do it. And then everybody's like, no, Jen, don't do that. Don't do that. The conversation stops when Brittany and Chantel join the group again. So then Jackie tries to address Brittany, and this time Brittany ain't having it, and then tells Jackie that there ain't gonna be any more hands in the face. Now, Jackie says she wasn't, but if she wanted to, she would grab her by her neck and ragdoll her ass. Mouths drop amongst the cast when she says this. Now it's going left. Brittany says, do it in her job. Chantel tries to interject and tells her to sit back and stay out of it like she did with Brandy. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Chantel tries to interject and Jackie tells her to sit back and stay out of it like, she did with Brandy. So now Jackie got her sights set, like laser focused now. Brittany asked Jackie, how many drinks have you had? Jackie didn't miss a beat. You still messing with an original basketball wife on LA. She did not miss a beat. She's like, I'm drinking water, baby. How many drinks have you had under your hijab? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Wacky Jackie has emerged. It has now gone completely sideways. Brittany gets up to leave and Ty is just standing in between them just in case. Chantel is arguing with Jackie, but Jackie's full attention is on Brittany. Brittany is being escorted by security while shouting at Jackie about how awful of a mother she is. Jackie then hops over the couch and is now held back by security. So the ladies are now separated. Brittany is now a rockwaller in a hijab just barking now. Chantel, she's in hysterics now, saying she needs to call her dad. Why? What does your dad have to do with this? You signed up for this, girl. You signed up for the mess. And like I said in my headline and on my social media, Chantel being cast on this show was a huge mistake because this is not the platform to tackle your unresolved trauma with your mom amongst her group of friends. Where, like, are any of these women a real friend to Jackie? Like, you're coming to her job disrupting shit. And I didn't need that. I didn't need that at all. I don't watch Basketball Wives for this. Y'all can take that shit to Ayanla. You and the other daughter. Y'all can both take this to Ayanla. But can we leave this out of Basketball Wives? Because now y'all beef, like your beef with Brandy and Jackie's beef with Brittany is now setting off a chain reaction between the two of y'all. And I don't care. I do not care. Look, we know that Jackie is evil. We know that Jackie is probably a bad mom. We know this already. Newsflash. But her daughter being on the show, like, for what reason? Like, don't be on this show with your mom if you haven't done, if y'all have not done the work to heal. Because any little thing will set off that trauma. And we just saw this. And now it's going to a place where nobody wants to be involved. You see how, like, the other ladies were, how Jennifer even interjected when she's usually just like, cardboard. And you see how even Brandy, I'm going to get to that part, but you see how Brandy was when she saw this drama break out between a mother and daughter. So now, Brandy, she feels bad for Chantel, and she genuinely says to her, I apologize. And, she realizes what's going on between her and her mom is so much bigger than the show, I think. They didn't want to break the fourth wall. And Brandy said, I don't want to make this worse for y'all. I don't want that on my conscience. And I totally agree with her. Chantel is now telling Brandy frantically to keep her away from me. Keep her away from me. Weren't you just telling your mom to keep Brandy out of your space? And now you're telling Brandy, the one you were beefing with, to keep her mom away from her. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I can't wait to look. And that's crazy. I can't wait to see the next episode of Basketball Wives. Because look, in the beginning of the season, Look, I was just like, I'm kind of checked out from this. These lame ass newbies and everything. Now I'm just wondering where are they going to go from here. Let me take a pause and just see what y'all writing since I did ask for some participation. Brandy tells Chantel to stay in the child's place, and then Chantel runs off crying to Jackie about it, only to say, I'm going to tell my dad on you. Like, how is that not the most childish thing ever? And yeah, call your daddy. Why is Chantel so upset? I thought it was the oldest daughter that was mistreated by Jackie. I think she's using her sister's experience as her storyline. Wow. Her siding with Brittany after she was acting like a rabid animal was crazy. That's your mom. When Jackie said she was going to ragdoll her ass, it was hilarious. Doug don't want to be bothered with the BS. Leave that man alone. And Britt trying to fight is crazy. She gonna have a black eye before she get out that rap to swing. I think her daughter joined the show with the intentions of embarrassing and trying to out her mother as being horrible. Instead, she made herself look crazy. Wow. Chantel telling Jackie she's grown and can fight her own battles. When Jackie lets her, she's mad. And also, she called her dad or tried to call her dad. So yeah, like I said, this just isn't the platform to resolve the trauma because that's a different show. Like we see Jennifer is now pleading with Jackie that they need to fix this. And Jackie, she doesn't want to hear it. Like Jennifer's even bringing up her deceased mom. And the thing is, I kind of get from Jackie's perspective, like these women don't know. They have not been under the roof between their moments. They probably don't know what's went on. They probably have some deep, dark trauma that the ladies do not know about and probably she doesn't want people to know about. I think no one knows like really the complexity of their relationship. So yeah, like like what went on behind closed doors and just based on both of their reactions to the situation, I don't want to see that on this platform. I'm sorry. So then Jackie and Chantel are talking now. They're finally face to face, away from the other ladies. And Chantel is wondering what's going on with her mom. And Jackie is telling her to stay out of it with Brittany. Chantel calls her delusional, calls her own mom delusional on camera in front of the other ladies. And now they're going back and forth. And now Chantel is threatening her mom that she's going to call Doug. And that is when the shift happens with Jackie. Jackie then tells her, now you're acting like a child. Y'all, at this point, it was too much. It has gone completely left between them, and they are now yelling at each other, mother and daughter. The cast don't know what to do right now. Jackie tells her own daughter, girl, bye, and walks off. And then Chantel then asks, like, are you dumb? Like, is she high? Because I think she really went off when Jackie said, I'm going to talk to my husband. She's like, your husband? You mean my biological father? My biological father? Are you dumb? It was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. I can't imagine being next to a friend calling their mom dumb. It's just imagine that. Like just take it out of take Wacky Jackie out the equation. Imagine y'all watching me call my mom dumb in front of y'all. Like that is crazy. Crazy. But yeah, y'all, that's where the episode ends. Woo! What an episode. What an episode. Like I said, Chantel's casting choice, I don't think it was great on that part of production. Brandy versus Chantel, and then Jackie versus Brittany. I don't agree how with Brandy and Chantel, it never got to that level of them actually fighting. So I feel like Jackie was doing all she could. But when the tables are turned, and it's Jackie getting into it with someone that's friends with Chantel, Chantel has nothing to say. Like this woman was prepared to whip your mom's ass, already called her a bitch, but you're not checking her? You're not checking her. I don't know. I think Brittany was way more disrespectful than Brandy was to Chantel. But the problem is Chantel wants it both ways. Um, Thoughts on this episode, y'all? I would say this is the highest rank I'm going to give it. I give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. Yes, you've heard that right. Almost a 9. Almost a 9. I enjoyed this episode. And as you can see, it has like garnered a lot of opinions on social media. So yeah, I would love to know what y'all think about this episode. And do y'all think that Chantel was a casting mistake? Was she out of line? Did you agree with Jackie or did you agree with Chantel? Did Chantel have every right to react the way she did? I'm going to read a few more of these before I head out. Did you notice that Chantel mentioned she is going, oh, look at BK's Empress doing your homework again. Thank you for reminding me. She just mentioned that she's going through a custody battle. We didn't even know that. And a lot of people are saying that Chantel is on this show just because she needs the money. Like at all costs. Yeah, like that's something else we found out that we did not know. He was Jackie's husband before he was her father. You can't come between a married couple with some nonsense. Ooh, my mama would have whipped my ass if I talked to her like that. Chantel has some nerve. Jackie should have never let her daughter on the show. She is very disrespectful and clout chasing. She was doing too much, and I think they all should stay out of it. I'm 40 and my mom would knock my teeth out. Yeah, my mom would hit me. She definitely would. Have I watched Next Gen NYC? Oh, that's tomorrow, y'all. And I saw it, and believe me, you are not going to want to miss that episode. Go watch it, though, because I was like, wow. Wow. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to be back at 7 o'clock before the new episode of Real Housewives of Miami come on so we can talk about the premiere. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. And then at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be doing Polly Side-Eye with JC Tiger Fan, my bestie Jared. So yeah, it's a packed day. I'm going to lubricate right quick and lay down for a sec. And I will see y'all at 7 o'clock. Don't miss it. With that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.